Hello everybody and welcome to SnackTube. I've got a wee thing today that I picked up in B&M and it's a bit of a nostalgic one for me because this is something that I used to eat all the time when I was a kid, but I haven't really kept eating them in adulthood. And to be honest, I'm not really sure why I ate them as a kid, but these are Fireball Jawbreakers. So we used to get stuff like this all the time when we were kids, you know. I used to get a thing, I can't remember what they're called, the hot rods or something like that. You used to get these they were like wee balls of fiery hot red sweeties. Used to eat them all the time. I really don't know why because they weren't nice. But this is the Fireball Jawbreaker, which is sort of a fireball flavored candy thing with like bubblegum in the middle. So this is either going to be, I'm going to probably try this and either really love it because of the nostalgia or really just hate it because they were all disgusting to begin with. So yeah, this is a classic sweetie in my opinion. This is a classic from my childhood. And it's good to know that kids these days still, you know, go for the ridiculous sweets, you know, stupid fireball and toxic waste. You know, they had toxic waste when I was away. So I really, I'm glad to know that these things haven't just died out. Although I miss Iron Brew bars. We don't get Iron Brew bars anymore. You get an Ur Wooly one, which I think I tried on the channel yonks ago. But yeah, you don't get real Iron Brew bars anymore, which is a shame because those were nice. But anyway, let's have a look at these Jawbreakers. So you can see you get 4 of them in a packet. And what can I read on here? I mean, it's hard. It's all really hard to read. It's not exactly the best resolution. It's made by Z Candy, who I'm sure make all kinds of other things. They have a Facebook page. These sweeties are halal, dairy free. I think that says vegetarian, and yeah, gluten free as well. So if you've got allergies, you'll probably be okay. They are hard candy balls with a bubblegum center, or bonbon dur avec senteur de chewing gum. And they have a best before date of the 27th of June 2025. So they'll last forever in your cupboard. And these have been sitting in my drawer for ages because I've just had better stuff to review. They're made by Z Candy BV, which is in the Netherlands. So they're from the place of Dutch people. And there's a whole list of ingredients here. I mean, there's no point in me showing you that. I don't feel like you could really read that. But I'm not going to read them out because that's just a waste of time. It's all the normal stuff, all the normal chemicals you'd expect from sweeties these days. There's sugar, gum, and then all kinds of chemicals. That's basically what sweeties are nowadays, just chemicals. But delicious chemicals nonetheless. Do we have any kind of nutritional information? I don't think we do. Nah, I'm not seeing any nutritional information. I mean, it's pretty much bubblegum, so it probably doesn't, yeah, it probably doesn't really have any calories or anything like that. Maybe a little bit from the sugar, but nothing crazy. But this packet is 33.04 grams, which means you would be 8.51 grams, if my maths is right. 8.25, 8.26, 8.26 grams, I think, per ball, which is a very exact measurement, but there you go. Do correct me if my maths is wrong there, because, you know, I just did that on the fly. So yeah, Fireball Jawbreakers. Let's break this packet open, and we can see what one of these bad boys looks like. I remember they definitely used to give off a smell, like a fiery, I think it was like an aniseedy smell. Getting into this is a bit of a pain. I'm trying not to completely ruin the wrapper so that I can still hold it up to the camera later. Sorry, I don't like to break the magic for you guys normally, but alright, let's see. Right, I've got it open anyway. Let's give the packet a sniff. I'm not really smelling anything. But we've got a ball. There you go. It's not quite as red as I remember. I remember them being like bright red. But there's a good chance that back in the day they used cochineal to make the red colouring for these, because they did that for a lot of things like Smarties and that. But then they stopped using cochineal because cochineal dye involves killing like millions of these little red bugs, which is obviously cruel to animals. So they found another way of doing red dye, but it's more expensive, and it's you know, a lot of places just don't bother using red dye for sweeties and things anymore because it's not worth it. But yeah, I mean, I could be wrong. It could just be my memory, because I'll be honest, I have a shocking memory. I'm terrible at remembering things. I'm always going, remember the time this thing happened? And then people go like, no, it didn't. No, it didn't happen like that. That didn't happen to you. That happened to me. And I don't know. Or early onset dementia, maybe. I don't know. I hope not. But anyway, this is a red sweetie. Doesn't smell like anything. But I'm excited to try it, I think. Okay, these are Fireball Jawbreakers. Let's give it the old taste test. Not biting into it yet. Just trying to get the flavours. Not getting much. See how most of the red dye's gone already? Alright, I'm gonna have to bite into it. Oh, there we go. So it's like the outside of the ball is quite thick, but it's not got anything in the middle. It's hollow. So it's the actual ball itself is the bubble gum, and it's more like a crunchy candy coating on the outside, which is basically what it says in the packet. But you know how like a Skittle has a crunchy coating, and then you got the sweetie on the inside. Instead of that, you've got a hollow bubblegum ball. I'm getting the flavour now. Interesting. But that is pretty much what I expected it to taste like. It's pretty sure it's aniseed. Oh, pretty horrible. Oh, I started to feel a bit spicy on the back of my throat. It's kind of, yeah, I think it's like a aniseedy flavour. Maybe cinnamon. Yeah, there we go. Flavourings contain cinnamon. So it's a cinnamony fire. So there's lots of stuff I could compare it to, you know. Well, excuse me, anything with too much cinnamon on it, like every donut you get in a Tim Hortons in Canada, which bugs the crap out of me. I hate cinnamon. I don't mind it in very, very small quantities. I think if it's subtle, cinnamon can be quite a nice addition to things. But when you put it on everything, like, nah, not. I'm not for that. Very American thing. It's quite spicy on the back of the tongue. Yeah, a lot of, it's cinnamony. That's the way I can describe it, but really, really cinnamony. Like oh, there was a booze, there was an alcohol. I can't remember the name of it. It was is it called Fireball? Maybe Fireball whiskey or something. It was like a whiskey, like cinnamon in it. We used to do shots of it because I don't know, we like to torture ourselves. And also when you're that drunk, try anything, won't you? It's yeah, it's kind of like that, but without the sting of the alcohol. It's just got the sting of the cinnamon, which is quite horrible. As when you start eating it, it's not that bad. It actually tastes okay. But see, once the cinnamon really cranks up, you start chewing all the way through it. It's a bit too much. I mean, I can understand why kids would be into it, because it's like, challenge. Look at the challenge. But yeah, it's not something I would choose to eat on a regular basis, and I probably won't eat the rest of these. I'll maybe take them and try them out on my niece and nephew, see what they think. I don't think they'll like them. But I'm left with some bubblegum now, which is alright. I don't mind a bit of bubblegum. See if I can blow a bubble. We're always terrible at blowing bubbles, so it's not a lot of bubble gum, but let's give it a try. Not bad, not bad. Okay for a first attempt. I'm never gonna get it. So, yeah. Now I've got a horrible cinnamon taste in my mouth that probably won't go away all day. So, thanks guys. I make these sacrifices for you. Well, that'll do for today. These were Fireball Jawbreakers. Not exactly jaw breaking. It's basically just bubblegum with a hard candy coating. See if you did that, but the flavours were like strawberry or something. I think I really, really like them. But yeah, the cinnamon flavour is harsh. It's not that bad, really. I've definitely had a lot worse things that are been a lot spicier and horrible. But I guess this is for kids, so you got to tone it down a wee bit. But I reckon a kid trying this for the first time and not knowing the world would freak out. So there you go. Oh, it's becoming gassy now as well. Well, thanks very much for watching. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications, and let me know in the comments what was your favourite sweetie as a child. Oh, there's so many good ones. Like I've reviewed some of them on here, like the Dib Dab. I think I did the Dib Dab, and fruit salads. Those were nice. You still get all these things. And let me know if there's any ridiculous sweeties that you would like me to try next. So thanks very much, guys, and I will catch you in the next video. See you then.